Okay. Okay, this is KOF XIII winners final.
What, you going now? Yes. Yeah, this is General Skirmish and Bulletproof here. Well, with Bulletproof actually saying that.
Yeah, cool.
We got Giga versus Ryan Hart, well, Prodigal son. And yeah, this is a bit of a rematch from an encounter that they had up in Wales at Proving Ground #2.
Yeah, that's
Ryan
right.
actually knocked Giga into losers, and then Giga lost to...
yeah, versus Scotland, Big Four.
Versus Big Four, yeah. So let's see what happens here. As I see that Ryan has actually kept 2 projectile characters on his team. He seems to do quite well with them versus
he's rocking Goro.
Yeah, so well, Goro's that hard-hitting guy. You know, if he can lock you down on the floor and press a few buttons, he'll do a good job. More importantly, I'd like to see if Gigady's oh, this is a button check. Oh god, no.
Come on, guys.
No, there you go.
Make sure you start again on the beginning. Character select afterwards.
Yeah, shout out to SNK for not implementing the more popular pusher button checks.
Yeah. Could have made life so much easier if they did it like that.
Now, apparently the story I heard it's just that the Japanese just prefer the left and right for whatever weird reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe there's a difference in machine. They might be using the Japanese machine.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so...
Oh, yeah, X's, O, and whatever, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, let's try this again.
Yeah, so let's try this again for the up team time.
Yeah, Ryan's rocking an entirely different team because I think he's caught on to the fact that Giga is not really afraid of Mr. Karate at all.
Well, basically, you know, look, Ryan has a lot to do. He has a lot of improving to do with Mr. Karate, and I don't think he's at the level where he can basically bring him into a tournament with other like-minded / good players and expect to win. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mr. Karate is a very good character, but you still need to know what you're doing with him. His success rate against Giga D in a tournament environment using projectile characters is a lot higher. So
plus, Goro, he may be hard to use, but he is relatively quite a simple character. His normals are like really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the major difference between Goro and Clark is that, you know, Goro has the normals to basically back up his gameplay. So if you're fighting someone who's jumping around a lot, you know, he's got down forward C, he's got standing D, you know, he's got a really good poking game from most ranges. Well, more importantly, I'm really interested to see the improvements on Gigady's Duolon.
It's coming along. I don't know. I still reckon he was better off with Joe or King.
Yeah. Well, maybe, but I mean, Duolon is still uncharted territory for a lot of players.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so I feel that, you know, he wants to use him because of that. See if he can exploit some of the features that people might not know about.
No, because I think the good thing about Duolon is he is the master of all trades. He's got good zoning, he's got good mix-up, but the one thing that he's lacking is definitely damage.
Yes, of course. One thing I would like to see Giggity use a bit more is you can do, is it jump C and D then forward AC in the air? It's an anytime juggle. Oh, and Giggity takes out Ryan Hart's Goro, not with incredible ease, but he does it and saves a lot of life. He's a huge life lead, should get a nice little bit of chunk of energy. Should get a nice chunk of energy back.
Surprised he put Goro first, you know, because he does a lot better with meter.
Yeah. To be honest with you, looking at the way Giggity is playing now, he seems to be a lot more comfortable with Duolon. Yeah, he went for that dirty little cross-up mix-up off the floor. Oh, and Ryan gets the double grab. Yep, that takes it.
Yeah, I have to admit, I do forget how many characters in these games have commander grabs. Yes. They're either supers or EXs. It's, yeah, quite a lot of characters have got them.
I mean, Ryan's fireball game with Psyche seems, you know, he's doing a very, very good job at the moment. As a matter of fact, to be honest, his fireball game with Psyche is a lot better than him actually using the characters. So.
Well, to be honest, that's his only real option mid-screen because he can only really do damage in the corners.
Yes.
But that's kind of okay because a lot of his moves do have wall carries.
Yeah.
Plus if Gigi gets close, Psyche can actually just switch sides with his teleports.
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
I actually thought he would have gone in for the Dragon Punch there, but he got jumping like in the air.
Yep, some very patient zoning here. Ooh!
Oh wow, and he actually hit him. Oh wow, and he's taking it straight into double super. That was a good choice. Guaranteed energy there.
Oh yeah.
Now let's see if Yuri, yep, gets the cross-up dive kick. Oh, he's going for them. A very good combo there.
Gotcha.
One thing that Ryan has to like watch out for is the fact that, you know, Yuri can pretty much negate fireballs as well, so he has to be very, very careful there. Yuri's air fireball can be a lot of trouble for Psyche in general.
Ooh, nice sneaky low there.
Yeah, Ryan's basically going to have to try and pressurize Giga D now. You know, he's being very, very, very cagey at the moment. He tried to bait a Dragon Punch there, and it's good to see that Giga D didn't answer it.
Oh yeah.
I think that's been one of his weaknesses. There's a lot of times where Giga D really should stop getting up off the floor and doing Dragon Punches and supers and stuff, but it's good to see he's not doing it anymore.
Okay, and Prodigal Son takes that.
Very close.
Oh wow. Oh, I only just noticed. Giga's gone back to Joe.
Yeah.
Because he normally uses Wajai.
Yeah, no, I know. I think right now, because of what happened last time, he had a lot of problems with Fireball's characters, so I think now he's relying on Joe's Fireball so he can at least keep, you know, a position.
Gotcha. Now, I gotta say, it's a bit weird because he always prefers to put Mature on the anchor.
Yeah. I think Mature, I mean, if I was going to use Mature, I'd probably just put her first all the time.
Really?
She gets bar quickly. When you don't have bar to get out of some of her traps, it's very difficult. Yeah. And Joe takes the first bit of energy off of Yuri. A nice little super combo there. And it's good Giga D's blocking very well, not being, you know, forced to do wild Dragon Punches. And Joe can't really do that anyway. He can't wake up and just throw moves out.
To be honest, I've always thought that Giga was far more comfortable with Joe than...
Oh no, he is. It's just Wajai is a different animal when he's in close. You know, people make a lot of mistakes, they lose a lot. Oh, he hits him with the EX triple fireball. Oh! Player 2.
I think somebody was using a wireless pad earlier, I think.
Wait, oh! Wait, hold on 1 second.
Okay, we're just going to see what's... Oh, the joystick. Yeah. Okay, so the...
Yeah, so what is this? What are we still on?
Yeah. So does Giga takes it then?
Yeah, so basically Ryan accidentally paused the game, and Giga D actually gets that round, that match. So just changed Ryan's joystick, Prodigal Son's joystick, and he's using a joystick where the start button is very far away. So, but yeah, Giga D is now 1 game up, and I think Ryan's going to try everything he can to basically make sure he pulls this back. He was looking quite upset a minute ago, but I think he's going to have to like pull this one back now and just, you know. Giga D was smiling there a minute ago. It's like he'll take the win. He just wants to make sure he gets that. So
yeah, well, as what happened 2 weeks ago when Ryan turned around to me and said, "Yeah, expensive drop."
Yeah.
Well, he did the same to him. So
yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I think this is just a button check now.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, because I'm thinking Vice. I have to admit, I'm not like a lot of other games like Street Fighter where a lot of people will just stick to the one character. People do migrate their characters a lot in this game, don't they?
Yes, no, of course, definitely.
I think definitely the most famous one for that is, yeah, you know, the American champion Bala, who's pretty much, I don't know, I've yet to see if he actually has a team.
Have what, sorry?
Yeah, Bala, he literally does seem to switch his team every single week. I mean, the other day he was like using Ralph.
Well, the thing about Bala is that Bala has very, very, very good fundamentals of the game engine, generally. If you look at most of his matches, it's not really character that he's beating down his opponent with. Its system. He's very comfortable when he plays that game, so it's kind of to be expected, you know. It is kind of to be expected. You know, he plays the game well, and as soon as he picks his characters, you know, it's just a matter of adjusting. So, you know, he seems to do it a lot faster than most other people do. As a matter of fact, almost everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, no, he's very good at the game. More power to him.
Gotcha. No, it does have to be said, if you have got strong fundamentals, you will get far in this game, because Ryan Hart, he doesn't really have time to play this game, because obviously he's really sponsored to play the Capcom games, but he's using a lot of his experience from previous KOFs like 98, which was really big in the arcade scene a long time ago.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the problem here in the UK especially is that... sorry. 1 second, guys.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the problem here in the UK especially is that our tournament scene, as far as KOF was concerned, ended with 98. We had a very small stint with things like, you know, 2001, and then we tried to do 2002, which we did like, but I mean, 2002, we got on that bandwagon really late, you know.
Okay, here we go.
And since then, you know, Ryan's been pretty much playing a lot of other games except this, so, you know, it's good to see him come back to it.
I see Ryan's keeping it simple now. He's just picked normal Kyo, which is a very excellent choice.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, basically, he's coming from, like, you know, a really bad position with what happened with the start button in the last one. With the pause, he lost the game. So now he has to take it a lot more seriously. I mean, you know what Giga D's like when you fight him. It's you're not really worried. All right, when you fight someone like Giga D, you're not really worried about his combo out, like his damage output.
Yeah.
He doesn't really do big combos, you know, and anything like that. But he's very cagey, and you have to watch out because he'll take a lot of energy. Yeah. Like, you know, doing little punches here and there and stuff like that. So, and Ryan just made a massive mistake and is probably going to pay for it.
Yeah, I think he panicked there. Unless of course, he was trying to go for the grab, and when Julong switched over, it might have been changed, because that's happened to be a lot of times.
Yeah. I can see Ryan is moving the stick around there. He seems to be very uncomfortable with the stick. But here he goes, you know, like with the fireball game, he gets straight in there, forces him into the corner. Yep. And he kills him. Went straight for the lows just in case Giga tried to, like, you know, jump or roll forward. If he didn't time it perfectly, he was going to get hit. And he did. Now he's up against Yuri. I mean, in the last match that they had, you know, he has to be very careful of Yuri's cross-up. And Giga D's keeping it really simple. You saw what he did in the last round. He went from a grab straight into a, you know, EX super. Took a lot of energy.
Yeah, but somebody with Ryan's reaction, he could easily answer the ambiguous cross-up with a reverse dragon punch motion.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Yuri's a very effective character, and she can make it, and she can keep it very simple.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to, you know, do all of these crazy cross-ups and look straight into double. So, I mean, he's not going to go for anything else if he knows he can take it. For that, I respect him as a player. And Ryan makes another mistake, but Giga D doesn't punish.
Yeah, doesn't capitalize.
Oh, wow, a lot. Oh, look.
That had range.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that connect. Oh, yeah, he was recovering.
And Ryan's life lead quickly was seen to when he made that mistake.
Yeah, only down to the last 100. Ooh.
Yeah, he should have been looking for Dragon Punch with D there. I think he's having a few problems with it. Who's he got lost? Now let's see what's going to happen here. And Ryan's going to really need to sit down and concentrate here to stay in this game. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. and Giga decided not to cancel even for the super and dies.
Okay, now we've got a game. EX Iori. Can't remember if he ever did have a brief stint with Chlori Iori, but good choice nonetheless.
I think like his problem is he feels a lot more comfortable with the fireball, so he's going to stay there for the moment because he knows that it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to keep Giga D locked down if he doesn't have that fireball.
Yeah.
It's not so much the character, it's more to do with his knowledge of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Because being an old school player, it's a hell of a lot easier to adjust to. Yeah, Iori, who's pretty much unchanged.
And he's relentless. Joe is relentless with those fireballs for an EXs. He's doing a good job chipping away at Iori. Oh, and he misses the close standing C. Oh my God, what is going on?
Oh!
Ryan's had a few opportunities now. He's really got to think about what he's going to do.
Yeah, both sides liberally using their meter.
The time seems to be running out for Ryan right now. He's got to get in there. Okay, he's got to clean it.
Yeah, I'm going to say, unlike players...
Oh, and he got in with a crosser. Oh,
But he's got no meter to do anything else, so... Oh!
And he baited the kick, but couldn't get... Oh, wow. And he chipped him out. That makes it one apiece. I think Giga D made quite a few mistakes there in the end, you know. I'm not too sure. He's probably worried about the EX grab or something like that. You know, I mean, under those circumstances, there wasn't really too much damage Ryan could have put out.
Yeah.
If he used the EX right there, he couldn't have done a massive super combo or anything like that. So, you know, he should have calmed down. I mean, if you look at some of the matches that came from Proving Ground, you see that the 2 times that Giga D lost, it was because he got really happy with jumping around and stuff like that, you know, and he paid for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, so, Jamie does like to jump around a lot, doesn't he?
Yes. I mean, from the beginning of this round, I mean, one thing Ryan has to do, Ryan's using, like, you know, a very good character like Joe, who, you know, when he hits you, he can really make it hurt. I mean, he started the beginning of the round with, like, punch fireball. That should have been punch double kick into something. So, you know, but I mean, I think he's going to keep it very safe here. He doesn't really want to make a mistake on his duel on and get put in a mix-up that he doesn't know how to get out of. But as you said before, that's all to do with knowledge. Yeah. And that was a pointless cancel there. He could have, you know, it would have probably been better keeping the bar. But anyway.
Yeah, that was a good read on the Giga for that grab.
Yes. Anytime juggle there, but misses the reset. He gets thrown into the corner. He can't tech because it's a hard knockdown.
Yeah, Ryan's got to be careful about throwing out those fireballs because Julong can zone them.
Yes. He has to make sure that he doesn't get too... I mean, oh, wow, he goes for the grab. He takes a hell of a lot. Oh, overhead.
Oh, that goes to Ryan. Yeah. That goes to Ryan.
So first round to Ryan. He seems like he's really holding back on the combos. It's more about winning at the moment, which is cool, but he has to open him up with some good combos. Okay. Walked in there for the throw. Ryan's he's just completely out of range there. Hard knockdown. Too scared to go for the cross-up with Kyo, or just not really understanding how. Now he has no energy. Any chip will probably kill him. Yeah.
Just like
rolls
that.
in and he gets the sweep.
I've got to say, both players are really playing cautiously.
Yes. No, it's very cautious play at the moment. I mean, especially for these two, I think it's a matter of one of them wants to win.
Oh yeah.
Giga D, you know, has been very dominant, you know, for a while. Him and Christina as well. Yeah. So I think Ryan coming in now, he's just doing quite well. Giga D feels he probably feels that he has to win this.
Yeah. He's definitely got something to prove.
Yeah. Psyche's keeping it very basic. Lands a successful super, hounding Yuri with fireballs.
I think one of the major complaints I've heard is that a lot of people they're playing KOF at the moment like Street Fighter. They're not really playing it rushdown.
Well, that's the thing. It's like a lot of the people right now. There's not a lot of knowledge.
Gotcha. Which
is what the problem is. I mean, if you want me to be honest, if we were talking on a worldwide level right now, even some of the best players are still very behind.
Very, yeah.
You know, it's like I think this game is really yet to be explored. You know, I mean, if you said to me, how would this particular game be played in a year's time from now, if it was still the current KOF, I'd say very differently. Very, very differently. You know, people still aren't really using the system as much as it could be. And I mean, right here, we're lacking a lot as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of people are still taking way too much corner pressure when they could just roll out or counter roll, you know? A lot of people are using counter C&Ds, and it's cool, but it's not really leaving you in a positive position. So anyway, back to the match, and Prodigal Son is still using that fireball. Oh, he just went for a wake-up super and missed. The punishment was quite bad there.
Yeah. I have to admit that this is definitely in Psyche's favour, but I reckon Jamie is a lot more comfortable with Joe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, thank you. I mean, Psyche's fireball is hard to deal with anyway. It's not the easiest thing to get around. You know, I mean, even at this basic level, it's not an easy thing.
Yeah, but there's only one weakness with Psyche's fireball. He's only got one strength, so it's always set, as opposed to Joe, who's got two determined strengths to mix it up a lot more.
But Yuri gets the hard knockdown, and Joe goes for the dragon and misses it. It looks like this is... no.
Don't think he's got enough. Oh.
Oh my God.
Could have HD cancelled there.
There's a lot of opportunities being missed here, you know, a lot of them.
Yes.
I guarantee you, if Giga D gets that 3 bars, oh, he's dead.
Oh, okay, and now Giga D is being sent to the losers bracket now.
That's it. So that's it. So Giga D gets back in lose. There's a very similar thing going on here.